A word for our listeners. Season 3 of Masks of Nyarlathotep is set in the 1940s. We will be using terms and sayings from those times, including some that could be considered offensive. It's not our intention to offend. We merely wish to offer as accurate a view of the time period as possible. Welcome to Masks of Nyarlathotep, a Nerds Domain gaming podcast. Join us each week as our commandos uncover the corruption of the mythos in World War II. Starring Cullen Ed Maudlin, Rob Jones, and Matt Quiett, with John Quiett running the table as keeper. Eldritch evils and crazed Nazi cultists await you just beyond this music. Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Nerds Domain Presents Masks of Nyarlathotep. I'm Matt, and I'm here with Rob.
Hello.
Cullen.
Ahoy hoy.
Ed.
Quack quack.
Ed John.
Hi.
Playing Mr. Burrell. Mr. Burrell.
Yeah, Creighton Burrell.
Creighton Burrell.
That's what we're playing today?
No, that's what you're playing.
Oh.
You are playing Creighton.
I am playing Creighton Burrell. That is true. That is true.
Due to illness, the part of Creighton Burrell will be played by Johnny Quiett.
Yes.
So we are in a
Import-export.
Import-export.
This goes so well for characters in our game.
Yeah.
Burellensteins.
Burellenstein. Yep.
Go ahead, John. What the guy disappeared.
So yeah.
Burellenstein's monster savings.
When last we left our intrepid commandos, they were attempting to collect supplies to enact a ritual that is believed to, or they believe will eliminate the condition that Captain Loveridge finds himself suffering.
From a CTD, a Cthulhu transmitted disease.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's it. That's it. Exactly. That's how we shall refer to it from now on. Your CTD.
I didn't even get the fun part out of this.
You
Nope.
really did.
That's
No,
how CTDs work.
you just got.
Yeah.
It was on the toilet seat.
Oh, that never happens.
I know.
No, I think the problem was that he got it in the mouth.
Why was your mouth so close to the toilets?
He tripped.
When a mommy and a daddy love each other very much.
Don't yuck other people's yums.
You're right.
Hey.
So the first element of the ritual they were seeking to acquire is a silver vessel of some sort, and then they need to get a specific sigil, seal, whatever you want to call it, engraved into that vessel so that it can contain Kauri's blood through the process. And everybody was kind of antsy about the fact that Mr. Burrell went into the back room all by himself and nobody followed him.
It occurs to me that we're supposed to bleed me to near death.
Yeah.
So we'd probably need a pretty big vessel, wouldn't we?
Well,
That's the punch bowl.
the instructions, as stated, said you need to be bled to near death, and that blood needs to be given to the new victim. So what the question no one asked is, if it's a cup, it means you fill the cup, you go dump it in the new guy, come back and refill the
Yeah,
cup.
we're just gonna get the punch bowl.
Can we find a
Yeah.
silver trough?
I did some research, and the human body contains an adult human male has roughly 1.5 gallons of blood.
Uh-huh.
That's
but
all?
that's all.
Yeah.
Huh.
They don't give more than a pint.
Like
Yeah.
7 liters?
Okay.
Yeah, and then losing up to 40% of that will put you into shock, where you might die from lack of blood pressure. That is why the blood transfusion was suggested.
So a half a gallon is what you're saying.
Yeah,
A
you
half
got
a
to
gallon.
lose half a gallon.
Yeah.
And
Is this the half-gallon blood challenge? Like,
yes,
Oh my gosh! If we had smartphones in World War II, we would be putting this all over.
Oh, yeah.
The YouTubes.
If
The
he does,
YouTube version of that.
if the victim doesn't donate enough money, we dump a bucket of blood on his head.
Yes, I like the ice cold blood challenge.
Yeah.
The cold blooded challenge.
There you go.
So yeah. So basically, what I was getting at is this process is kind of threefold. You have to contain the blood that you're losing,
Okay.
because if you don't get it in the vessel, it's wasted.
Sure.
But you need to get enough of the cursed blood into the new guy. So blood coming out of you too fast is a problem. Containing the blood in a vessel is a problem. Getting the blood into the new guy's stomach is another problem.
Also, me bleeding out.
Right. All those are going at the same time.
And also that one.
Yeah. All that at the same time.
No one said it was going to be easy.
Also, preventing him from vamping out while he's losing all of his blood.
That's another issue.
Okay, well, we're going to have to restrain both patients.
Right.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm thinking an IV is probably the way. But let's.
How about we
worry
get
about
the
this
vessel
problem.
first?
Let's get the vessel and make sure that
Let's
the
do
shop
s-
owner isn't about to
Let's do step one.
bring
Yeah.
a bunch of
How about that?
cultists out.
Well, I'm just saying, and he's already put what he claims to be a silver punch bowl and a couple silver goblets.
That doesn't make me nervous at all. What he claims
Yeah.
to be a silver punch bowl.
I mean, somebody's got to praise, right?
no, no.
No, it's
I think it's
silver.
No, if he come,
I think it's a very good punch bowl.
well, here's the thing. If it turns out not to be silver, we come back. Our boy here, the half vampire, just
Eat some.
eats
Goes
the
to
hell
town.
out of him.
I get that 40% blood back,
Right.
That's right.
and we try it again.
Get one way or another, we're getting a refund out of his ass.
Yeah.
I'm not going to eat his ass. By his neck. That's
Not-
Yeah, that doesn't really come into vogue until the late 20th century, early 21st.
No, I've seen Caligula.
I didn't say it didn't exist. I'm just saying it wasn't really popular.
When you're in the
It wasn't
heat
like
of the
a-
moment, I mean, who knows what you're gonna do?
It wasn't really a bucket list item.
So final note on the volume conversion: 1.5 gallons is 24 cups. So if you
cups.
go with the
He
goblet,
needs 8 cups, which is a gallon.
yeah.
Or half a gallon.
We'll probably go with the bowl unless he tries to kill us.
I'm just saying the bowl might be more difficult to get into the guy versus the cup, which you could,
We just
So-
This guy's got to drink.
Just saying, there's
I
options.
mean, we could get it. Well,
could we
I
beer
was
bong?
gonna say, does this
Could
guy
we
got to
beer-
drink it? Does he
Can we
have
get a
to
silver
IV it?
funnel and beer bong it?
well, because we need to have the sigil at the
Oh, no, he
bottom.
doesn't have to drink it. So
yeah.
yeah, okay.
I mean, could we put it like around the inside of a silver funnel and then just?
Somebody want to roll a cult on that to find out?
Well,
Nope,
or,
I'm out.
or you
could
could
we-
just go ask your
Courtney.
That's why
Yeah.
we're going
Yeah,
to
let's
court.
ask
Does it,
Yeah.
does it need to go directly
Or-
from the bowl
Or
to his mouth?
Here's
or
what
can
we
there be
do. Here's what we can do. Heads up, guys. We make a silver IV. That way we don't have to pour it in his mouth. We just plug it in. We do the same thing we're doing to him, except we're putting in the bad blood in him.
Or we just put the punch bowl in front of him and ask him how piggies eat.
Or we do that.
wow.
What? Is that
Okay.
not a viable? No.
Yeah. All right, back on track. So
Let's see what he has, and then we'll figure
Yeah.
it out.
Right.
yeah. So like I said, he spends a few minutes in the back. You hear boxes or whatever being moved around, and he comes out.
Crates, maybe.
Crates, moving some crates. He comes back out with
Maybe
a
a
couple different vessels. One's a bedpan, and
Good for pouring.
A silver bedpan.
Hey, look, rich people are crazy.
It's true.
Our
And bonus on the bedpan, ease of transport. A lot easier than a bowl.
a lot easier.
A
Yeah,
big punch
it's
bowl.
got lips. It'll
Sure,
keep it from spilling out. Not like that. Not like that.
All right, keep going.
So as I said, he comes out with a couple of different vessels, a silver bedpan, a silver tureen.
I'm sorry, a what?
Tureen.
What is that?
Like a gravy boat.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that- sorry, I didn't.
No.
I'm not
Using
familiar with
my,
the word
my
tureen.
language is
Sorry.
too highfalutin, I guess, for this crowd.
No, I knew what a
You-
tureen
yeah.
was
Yeah.
because
So-
I'm not a
Heathen.
savage.
Yeah. And he says, "Well, gentlemen, based on what you've told me, and I believe this is the gamut of selections that I can offer you at this point in time.
I think we should take them all and we should put the sigil on the bottom of all of them so we can have like multiple vessels going at once.
We still have to pay for it. We still have to pay for silver items.
For the record, we've been in Germany for like 6 years at this point. Like, it's not like we're spending money in Germany. We got some back.
Right, we got some money.
Well,
Okay.
we do. You don't have a job.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Lazy.
Spend,
Hey, listen.
spend my money.
Listen, I'll put it on my Canadian Express. It's not a problem.
Credit didn't exist back then.
But, and then they'll get paid in what, maple syrup?
Yeah, yeah. Well, what?
Back bacon.
Yeah. What is the what is
What's
the
the exchange
conversion
rate?
between maple syrup and Reichsmarks?
To British sterling.
Oh,
is-
yeah, British pound sterling, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, there's we're part of the kingdom.
Yep.
now,
Yep.
The British Empire.
Part of the Commonwealth. Or
Whatever.
no, you're right. No,
That's it.
82 is independence. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
So,
Are we not excited about Canadian independence, guys?
I'm excited about
Hey.
silver bedpans and silver goblets.
I
and
do like the bedpan.
I say we should get the bedpan and the punch bowl. Because I do like the idea of having a spout.
How much? How
I was going
much?
to say,
I feel like we're shopping for the strangest wedding ever.
How much liquid can the bedpan hold?
Let's do some
I
Googling.
forgot to check that. I put that in my notes to.
there's something else I thought
How
of.
many
Dang.
gallons does a bedpan hold?
Funny, it did not. Google did not autofill that.
Okay, the first link is comparative analysis of bedpan processing.
No.
Wow, this is like, and it's from Quebec, because I'm asking my countrymen. There are a lot of people who wrote this paper. Conventional methods. No, you don't understand. This is like a 45-page paper on bedpans.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess we could bleed them out and fill one goblet and then pour it in the guy's mouth, and then while we're doing that, fill the other one up. Then we could like swap them out as it's going along. If we don't go with the bedpan.
2 quarts.
Great. Can we convert
What-
that to cups or gallons? 'Cause
Half a
2
gallon.
quarts is half a gallon. Are you
Oh,
really?
perfect.
So it's the exact amount that we need.
Yeah.
Completely on accident.
He's like, can we convert that to something? Yeah, quarts.
Listen,
To be fair,
to
be
be
fair.
fair,
All right.
the imperial system of liquid measurement is stupid.
Sure, yeah, no,
Yeah.
I agree completely.
Yeah,
But
it's
we
like
really
cash-
we should be using liters.
Yeah.
We should, but
Yeah.
this is the world we live in.
It's the world, yes.
All right. So I'm hearing bedpan, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got
We're-
it's wide at the bottom, and you
We
can
are firmly in
fit the
bedpan
sigil.
town.
Yep.
So we need this bedpan engraved, apparently.
considered how we're going to convince the Nazi to drink my blood.
Oh,
Well, I mean,
we're not
by
gonna give him much
convince,
choice.
I thought it was stick a funnel in his throat. And
Yeah, I didn't think we were going to convince
We
him. I
don't
thought this
need a
was gonna be-
funnel now. We got a pour spout.
We need something to keep his mouth
still-
open.
yeah, and to get it
I-
like down his
Yeah,
gullet.
I never thought he was going to cooperate.
Yeah. No, no.
This is forced up.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is going to be intubation. Yeah, he's not going to enjoy it at all.
The best thing that happens to him is that we drug him up and then pour the blood down his mouth. That's a best case
If
scenario
he's
for
lucky,
this Nazi.
that's the order we do
yeah,
this. in.
right. Otherwise, we're just going to strap him down.
We'll at least give him some opium. We're
there-
not savages.
There are now
Sure.
so many reasons I don't want anybody I know to listen to these recordings.
Wow.
So many reasons.
because you're given an impossible, strange, demonic scenario, and this is where your mind goes.
And I'm like, no, I got this. I
Yeah.
got this, guys.
Sorry.
This is totally how a rational person would deal with
You
these
gotta.
issues.
There's a practicality to it.
Sure.
Once he was given a slightly racist character, and whoo, ran with that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm never going to hear the end of that.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
And it,
'Cause
was, and it really wasn't even that bad.
it-
And I'm cringing the entire time I'm saying it.
Because we don't just have to have him like drink like a glass of something. It's got to
No.
be
A bedpan worth.
a bedpan worth of liquid.
Yeah.
No one's going to willfully
Yeah.
drink that much unless they think it's like alcohol. But they can.
And
no.
we're not even addressing the fact that it's liquid that's in a bedpan that we're asking him to drink.
That also has ash in it.
That also has ash. Okay, yeah, because that's the nasty part of drinking out of a bedpan. I hate it when there's ash in it. Yeah. Never mind little floating pieces of corn.
It's not going to be used, you
Well,
savage.
Yes,
it
will.
probably
It's going
has
to be used
been.
to
We're
collect
gonna-
blood.
Well, I guess we got to wash it because we don't want to corrupt the blood. Don't want any piss on that blood. Your Majesty.
It's like when you do an alcohol swab before a lethal injection.
Yeah, don't want to get infected. You got your
We
blood.
don't want you to get sick when you're becoming a vampire, and then we chop your head off.
So anyway, we'll take the bedpan.
When bedpan, grave it, wrap it up.
And I'm picturing this whole conversation taking place, and Creighton is just standing there going,
Bunch of idiots.
They did
What are
say-
they going to do?
I'm assuming that all that conversation was out of character. Otherwise,
Yeah,
you
yes,
would
please.
have an issue with Creighton.
yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that was out of character.
So, okay. So I can have this done by I would say tomorrow evening. If you come back around this time tomorrow evening, I think my man can get this done. And then of course you figure time, blah blah blah. This, the price of the bedpan. Would you be willing to maybe take it in trade?
That all depends on what you're wanting for trade.
Well, as you know, I am in a business that some people find or have problems with from time to time.
Yes.
I mean, I am an honest businessman. I don't lie, cheat, or steal, but some rules are put in place that I find unconscionable and have to work around them from time to time. There's a package that has been detained by the authorities. If you gentlemen were able to obtain that package, I would be able to, as I said, do this work for free and relinquish the object once the engraving is complete.
There's a lot of steps in this process. When you say taken by the authorities, is this a... Well, it's probably illegal, because why else would they have it?
What's the object?
Yeah, what's the...
Yeah.
Can I ask what's in there?
Or if not the object, exactly the general category thereof.
Relics from the Middle East were uncovered, and I have a buyer who collects those type of things. And they...
Does
Like
buyer have a lot of hoods? Wear a lot of hoods? A lot of smoke?
not that I'm aware of.
Horns? Anything? Okay.
No, just in a...
We've seen stuff. We've seen stuff.
Just a gentleman of means.
Where do you know where? So you know where this object is right now?
Yes.
Where is it right now?
At the... Why am I blanking on words? Damn it.
The
Like the port authority,
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay.
the
Yeah. So it was shipped in.
customs?
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
it was
I
shipped in.
understand.
and-
Customs.
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 So it was shipped in and then got confiscated by customs.
Yes.
Okay.
Some minor issue with paperwork, but if I don't receive the item soon enough, my buyer will go somewhere else with his money, and that would be of great cost. I've already invested a bit into this endeavor.
sure.
I mean, otherwise, I think, let's say 500 for the.
How off does that seem?
It's expensive. It's not. It would put you out. Like there'd be no more pocket money for a long time.
$500 in 1940 is no
Yeah.
small sum.
Yeah.
I think the game is trying to guide us to this package.
Is there?
It's entirely your
Well,
call.
well,
I'm
I
prepared
could
to-
mortgage my farmland back at home, but
I'm prepared to go either way. You guys could pool your money and probably come up with it, but like I said, then there would be a lack of pocket money for the rest of the little while.
and we wouldn't get to have whatever adventure it is that we get sneaking in and out of the.
Well,
I'm prepared either way.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
Either way.
I was going to see if I could pull rank and just get it.
Oh.
I mean,
Yes.
Ah.
Very
I could
good.
say, that's a matter of state secrets. I need to.
We probably have to have some kind of document, and none of us can forge anything. But we'll figure that out.
I mean, I could just go in there and use charm or.
Yeah. I'm on board with getting the package that will probably end up being our undoing at some point later in the game.
That sounds like most of my relationships. So let's go for it.
Yeah!
Captain Loveridge, you have any input on this?
By the way, I'm the one who makes too much noise into the microphone. I just want to make sure I got that right earlier.
I saw it peak. It's fine.
I took note. Did you not see me go?
Anyway, you up for doing some crimes to get this thing done?
I sure am, but not
Shiny.
the crimes you think I'm willing.
Bad guys.
We will.
No, we'll straight up murder a dude, but we draw the line at petty larceny.
That's the question I'm asking.
This isn't petty larceny. This is federal crime. I'm not sure I'm willing to do federal.
Well,
crime.
actually,
For your soul?
well, since it's in England, it would actually be a crime against the crown.
Yeah, no, I'm not I like him mostly.
Yeah. But I mean, you're from New Zealand. I'm from Canada. We don't really give that much of a damn about the crown, do we?
I mean, they pay my checks.
Technically.
It's only your soul. Something to think about.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, I'm not the one turning into a vampire, and I got a lot of wooden stakes, so.
How much would you need down to get this started?
200. We're gentlemen here, right?
Sure.
Well, here's the thing. You can engrave that bedpan. Doesn't make it not a bedpan anymore.
But it is silver. It could be. I could also melt it down and
Reformed and
reform it
whatever,
into.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you didn't ask the story. There's a particular noble house that this comes from, so it's sort of a collector's item, also.
The bedpan?
Yeah.
I think that's what he's saying.
Okay.
It's a collectible bedpan.
For those bedpan collectors out
Yeah,
there. Or
yeah.
people that collect from nobles.
Yes.
Sure.
They're bedpans
And they're,
Um,
that are
And
also
he,
sold.
Yeah, it was-
he,
it
turn,
was
he,
a
turns,
special-
he turns over the bedpan underneath. What's the family name? I should have looked this up earlier.
Huguenot.
The guy that Ian Byrne dealt with. Do you remember his name?
Gavigan?
Yeah. Yeah, that guy.
Gavigan.
So
It's Jim Gaffigan's bedpan.
yes, Jim Gaffigan's bedpan from the 2000s.
Again,
No,
time
there's a the family this was acquired from, the Gavigans. They have a sordid history, and there is a certain collector's market for objects associated with such families. So I can.
So what you're saying is we could resell this thing and make even more money. This is out of character.
Out of character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, once we rub the sigil off, because we don't want somebody else to.
Don't even know. That would be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, we don't want somebody to shit on the sigil and they,
Can I get
bring up a demon.
I'm sorry. Can geez, oh Pete, we're really bad at this.
Yes.
Could I make a roll to figure out how easy it would be to try and get that from the customs through
Would
the
that be a
military?
doctrine roll?
Military
Military
doctrine.
That's what I was hoping for.
Does anybody here have credit rating?
I got a hard success on that.
21.
Okay. Isn't the base 35?
No, the base for
Credit rating.
Credit
is
rating is
15.
15.
Oh wow. Okay. So you got a hard success on a military doctrine check to get his stuff out. By yourself, no. With maybe Courtney's help in the backing of Section M, possibly.
Okay.
But then, there's a chance that if you bring this up with Courtney, he'll want to check in on it and see what it is, and then
True. Add that.
it might take longer.
Yeah.
Courtney is the one that sent us the all the stuff.
The
so,
instructions, yeah.
So it didn't seem like he'd be upset.
He's on your side.
Yeah, exactly.
He's on
Well,
your side.
No, but
But-
you might want to look at the artifacts and make sure they're not
Problem.
of mythos nature,
Okay.
because they are Middle Eastern
I'm saying
artifacts.
And
I
like
will-
involving more people, makes
More
things
pro- Actually,
complicated. so
I'll take out the 200 quid.
yeah, whatever.
And no, it's quid. Literally quid. Yeah.
Okay,
And hand it to him. Say, we'll be back tomorrow night.
okay.
Yeah,
Very
we can
well.
just go ahead and pay for it. I'll pitch in for it too.
After we leave and get in the car,
Mhm.
Levon, how badly do you not want this contact burned?
I don't want to kill him, and I want to give him everything that we said we were going to give him.
Okay.
And I don't want to steal from him.
Well, I'm not planning on stealing. He's overvaluing it. I mean, that was clear, right? He was overvaluing it.
because he would prefer you to do the job.
Right. He's trying to screw us to make us commit a crime against the crown, and I'm not comfortable doing that. I plan to give him money. I already gave him money.
Right. Then we'll just give him the money, and then that's it.
Okay.
All right. So you go find a bar to drink away your evening.
Yeah, I should
Okay.
assume we stay in a hotel. I'll
Yeah.
drink in a bar nearby,
Okay.
quietly. Give people the eye, the good eye.
The good eye.
I'm going to look for some skirt to jam while we're in town. At the bar.
Wow. Skirt to jam.
Yeah, he's a rough guy.
Okay.
Consensually.
It is the 1940s.
It is
He-
the 1940s,
He did
yeah.
have to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said it like that. I'm not going to say that today. I'm
Yeah.
not a monster.
Well, I mean, not that kind of monster.
Well, not that kind of monster.
You're more of a Barrelstein monster.
Composed of other. Yeah, others, yes.
Cheers.
I'll join you for a drink, just to make sure you don't wolf out or whatever.
God, racist. I'm not gonna wolf out. I'm gonna vamp out.
I'm
Not all monsters are the same, Ed.
I'm not saying
He's gonna-
that to you. I'm thinking that
He's gonna show up and he's gonna vamp. He's gonna be wearing a bright red dress and just really overact.
right, right.
Have one of those cigarettes on one of those long holders and a
Sure.
martini.
Yeah, he's gonna turn it into a drag show.
He's just
at whatever
vamping
bar
all
we
over
go
the
to.
place. I will probably check in with some family I have in London.
Okay.
I'm assuming I have some extended family.
I'm sure you do.
Get a nice home cooked meal.
Well, the help cooked meal.
Fair enough.
Same thing. So Levon, are you willing to pay for the skirt, or is this a seduce and?
Man,
just-
what kind of game is this turning? No, I'm kidding.
I'm just chasing dames.
Okay.
That's all.
So-
I'm not gonna pay for it. I'm gonna do the work.
Okay. All right. Give me a charm roll.
One might argue,
hey,
you
baby.
always pay for it.
All right. Charm.
One way or
There we
another.
go. Yeah, I got it.
4.
4 on a 15.
Ooh, that's
So yeah, that's a good one.
That's a hard success.
It will
so
be.
to speak.
That's the goal.
Don't forget to mark it.
I wanted to see a critical fail.
Oh, I needed to mark my military doctrine.
Levon gets into a fist fight with the girl's boyfriend. We have to save him and pummel him to death. Yeah, that's great.
That would have
and
been.
then we're like, hey, we've got somebody for the transplant.
Wow.
All right. So yeah, Levon seems to find himself some companionship without too much effort.
He got himself a dame.
Yep.
What'd you say? He got yes.
There ain't nothing like a dame. Sorry, go ahead. I'm gonna sing into these microphones that are not made for singing.
Since I can't go to the port authority, I'm going to go find a port of my own.
Any port in the storm? Is that the phrase?
Sure
Yeah,
must be
yeah.
raining.
Well, Levon's
That's what I'll say.
making it rain.
Any point in a storm, and it's raining in this bar tonight.
What? Eat, drink, and be merry. For the tomorrow we die.
So for three of you, the night goes by relatively uneventful.
Levon gets the clap. Yay!
Does penicillin exist yet?
Oh yeah.
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 I don't know if it's used to cure that stuff, but who knows? Whatever.
So the next morning, everyone has gathered back at the lobby of the hotel, I imagine.
Sure.
And you are preparing to head out for Courtney's office.
Yeah.
All right. So you arrive at the building. A lot of military guard around, very tight security. But you're shown in and told to have a seat outside an office.
I assume at this point we are in military garb
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay. I guess I should have asked that question.
Because that would make most, like, we're not just going to come up to the military and be like, no, it's okay, don't worry.
No,
or
we're
are
both
we going to go to a fence showing up in military uniform and go, no,
Yeah.
you can trust us, we're fine.
I like those slacks. Come on in, guys.
So like I said, you're shown to a bench outside an office, and you're asked to wait, and you wait, and lunchtime rolls around, and you still haven't heard from Courtney, or seen hide nor hair of him, and nobody's come back to check on you. And you wait,
I'm going to go check and see what's going on.
ask around.
Yeah.
Okay, how do you want to ask around?
I will find someone.
Okay. And he says, I'm sorry, you were here to see who?
Courtney Hathaway Weld.
And what division is he with?
Section M.
Section M. Do they have an office in this building? And turns, somebody else. Does Section M have an office in this building? I don't know. I don't think so. Why don't you just go sit down and wait? I'll make some inquiries.
We've been waiting for a while.
Well, what's your business with this Mr. Courtney
Sorry, that's
Hathaway
classified.
Weld? Okay. Well, I mean,
What's his rank? Does he have a rank?
does he have a rank? Do they have? I mean,
If it's military intelligence, they probably have a
military.
rank.
Yeah. I mean, but you said he's not military.
Courtney?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's working for them. But
Yeah.
yeah.
So whatever a civilian in the
No, I'm saying, what does the guy I'm talking to?
probably lower rank. He's like a
Desk jockey.
hallway guard or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Order 'em around.
I would like to speak with someone in charge here. Can you find someone? And your response should be, yes, Captain. I will.
Yes, Captain. I will find someone for you to speak to.
Immediately, right?
Yes,
Excellent.
sir. And he kind of looks around and tears off down the hallway at a brisk, but
At a captain
at
speed.
a speed a captain can expect to elicit. And he's gone for a while, and then another captain comes out
I see our captain.
Yeah.
And I raised you a captain.
and he says, he comes back to you. He says, I'm sorry. There seems to be an issue. Perhaps the I forget what private was a little unclear. You're looking for someone from.
My name is
Section.
Captain Cory Loveridge. We are on special assignment with Section M. We came to follow up on some information that was given to us. We were told Section M had an office here with a Courtney Hathaway Weld in that office. Have we been given the wrong address? It's possible.
He looks up and down the hallway you're in. He says, "I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with that name. If you give me a few moments, I'll make a phone call and see if I can't track down the gentleman that you're looking for."
I hope you understand we've been here most of the day. And at this point, our time is rather valuable. So I'd like to move forward with this if we could in the
Okay.
quickest way possible.
All right. So he goes and makes a phone call, goes over to a secretary's desk and picks up the phone. And kind of as he's talking, he kind of looks you over again.
Can I roll a listen?
Sure.
Hey, look at that. I got an 11 under. Oh, I got a hard success.
Okay.
I listened hard.
So you can't hear what's coming through the phone,
Okay.
but you can hear his side of the conversation. And he lists all of your names, even though you didn't give him your names. You gave him your name, but he's able to list everyone's name. I mean, I don't. I guess would names be on?
Last
we-
name.
Yeah,
last
but they
names.
wouldn't. But Fisk's wouldn't.
Yeah,
Fisk
mine wouldn't
wouldn't,
be.
but he does.
Yeah.
He does mention Levon Fisk and all that. And you know, like I said, he lists your names. He says he mentions that you're here to see Weld, and that you've told people about section.
Does he list out his whole name or just use the last name Weld? Is he familiar?
He
enough
says
to say
no. He
Weld?
says Courtney Hathaway
Okay,
Weld.
sure, that's fine.
Yes, he gives out the whole name, and he says you mentioned Section M, special assignment on that, all that stuff, and he seems to be given the somebody's saying something to him, and you read concern on his face, and then he kind of notices you're close enough to hear him. And he turns and the last thing he kind of mumbles something. He says, "Yes, sir," and he hangs up. And he comes back to you and he says, "I'm very sorry to say that Mr. Weld has been held up in staff meetings. An issue arose this morning, and he won't be able to see you today unless something changes. You're welcome to go find lunch, perhaps come back after that. Like I said, it will be. It's unlikely he'll be able to see you today."
Captain, I'm concerned. I have always felt that His Majesty's armed forces are not only bright but orderly, and it seems that that is not the case here, whereas you said you knew nothing of Mr. Weld or Section M. Suddenly you seem much more familiar with both. Wing Commander,
Yes.
could I borrow you for a moment if it's not too much?
I'll stand up and walk over.
Are you free?
Sir, the captain here is telling me that we are unable to see Mr. Weld today, and that he's been held up in staff meetings after telling me that he had no knowledge of Mr. Weld or of Section M. Perhaps someone who has spent more time in the bureaucracy will have a better time with this.
I'm going to give the captain a long, slow look up and down his uniform. Is he properly put together? Is he... And does he have a name on his badge?
Sure. I am slow at the internet.
Oh, you're fine.
Name? Who
Yeah.
needs a name?
Yeah.
I thought that was his name.
He's Captain Delay Your Face.
Clark,
Captain Clark.
with an E if it matters.
All right. Captain Clarky. So, are you familiar with Section M?
No, sir.
All right. And you said that Courtney, I forget.
Hathaway Weld.
Yeah, Mr. Weld has been in staff meetings all day.
That is the information I was given.
And who gave you this information?
What's the general? What would be in the British Army? The highest?
You'd be a general.
A general.
Yeah.
So General Patel, General Patel's aide, told me that was the response I was to give you.
So you're informing me that...
If I may.
Oh, pardon?
And the general's aide outranks you? I heard you say yes, sir.
Okay, John's confused where you're coming from on this.
You literally had him turn away from me and mumble something, yes, sir.
Yes.
You addressed him as, the character addressed him as a superior officer.
Right.
That's why I'm questioning.
Okay. So then your question is, why would he have called the aide sir?
Yes, essentially.
I've given you all the information that I can give you at this point in time.
I just wanted to confirm something, Captain Clark.
Yes, sir.
The Mr. Weld has been in staff meetings all day with the general.
I do not know who Mr. Weld has been detained. That's not the right word. He did not say that.
Yeah.
I do not know the full circumstances that have occupied his time.
That's a good word.
Are these meetings here? Do you know where the meetings are?
I do not.
Because we have an incredibly time-sensitive task ahead of us, and it is of the utmost importance that we get to see Mr. Weld.
I can appreciate your situation, sir, but I cannot tell you more than I already have.
When's the next opening on the general's schedule?
I would have to contact his aides to find that information out.
You know what? I can call his aide.
Sir? Yeah. Or, yeah, as if you
and
will.
I'll look to the secretary and I'll say, can you get to the general's aide on the phone, please?
She looks at the other guy and he does some kind of shrug his shoulders, wipe his hands of the situation, and steps aside. So, the phone rings for a few minutes, and you get General Patel's aide, office.
When is this is Captain Loveridge. When is the general's next open appointment?
I'm sorry, Captain. The general schedule is quite full.
It's quite important that we speak with him.
May I ask what the nature of your your concerns would be?
I assume this person is of a lieutenant-ish rank. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay. My concern is the obfuscation happening within this office, and I would like to further understand it. And the captain that I'm speaking with has made it clear that he can give me no further information. I thought that I would speak with the person who gave him that information.
Please hold.
All right. I think at this point we're all accustomed to the way those in the lower ranks are treated like mushrooms, fed shit and left in the dark.
We're of decently high rank though.
Yeah, I know, but generals to captains is lieutenants to privates. So, we're used to the way this all works.
Does this seem more obstruction-y than normal? Does this? I think we're all reading the jig is up and something's going on. Is that just because we're paranoid? The players, our characters can be paranoid for all kinds of other reasons. I did just do so much of sanity.
I'm not sure how to answer that question.
There's something's afoot.
So
Something is afoot.
okay,
Yeah.
that's not us, the players,
The-
being
no.
overly sensitive.
The level of malice is very. I want to leave the level of malice behind this
Sure.
ambiguous.
Sure.
But yes, this is weird because you had an appointment with
Yeah.
a guy.
Who
And-
doesn't even work in this building all of a sudden? Never heard of him. Don't know anything about him. That's what I'm reading.
Except we know.
Okay.
Except we do know who he is, but we don't, and he doesn't work in this office.
And-
except he does.
And he is in meetings somewhere.
And Captain
Yeah.
Clarkey knew all of us by name. But Fisk, there's no way he would have known Fisk's name without
Well,
knowing the situation.
We
Right.
did probably sign in when we came in.
Yeah, but that still means that he's aware of the situation. And
true.
It's not like he reads that stuff.
And he also
Yeah.
played stupid when he came up to me and was like, I have no idea what's going on. Why are you upset? Is the way I'm reading it. Which I think is a fair read.
Sure.
Maybe still incorrect, but at least a fair read.
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good. So we're not just crazy.
No, you're not
Well,
just crazy. You're not
Do we?
just crazy.
Is there any way for us to know where the office is that we are?
We've never been to it.
Well, I know, but can we ask someone? Like, do we know if the office is on the where we are now, or is it somewhere else?
Or where the meetings are taking place.
Oh no, that they said they don't know,
Okay.
but like the aid that we're calling.
Oh, yeah. Where would we would maybe know where the general's office is as far as in relation to this building or not?
It would take a moment to find out.
Yeah, like
Ask around and find out.
Okay. Last question. Do we have a phone number for Evie? Would she have given us that information?
Yes. And you called that number to set up the appointment and were told to come here.
By Evie, though?
No, by someone else
Okay.
that you had every reason to believe was
Sure.
on the level.
Okay.
So the aide comes back on the line. My apologies, Captain. The general is involved in a sensitive matter at the moment. Perhaps if you come back in the morning, we will be able to give you some time to speak with him.
First thing in the morning.
Yes.
0700.
Yes.
Excellent. Thank you, Lieutenant. Whatever
Sure.
the name is.
Yeah.
I appreciate your time.
Okay.
I will hang up the phone and immediately pick it back up
Okay.
and dial Evie.
All right. The phone just rings. Everybody give me a listen check.
Hard no.
Oops.
no.
Yes. Oh, yeah, definitely. In fact, is that a 1?
That'd be the 0.
That'd be the 0. Okay,
Yeah,
so,
so
I rolled a
30.
30, so I actually got a hard success.
Okay.
I got a normal success.
Okay. You hear a phone ringing in through the door that you were sitting outside of.
I don't. He
Well,
does.
the two of you who succeeded. No, there's no motion or anything. So, Commander Llewellyn, you hear the phone ringing.
Yeah.
Ed, your character, Jack, there's nobody in that room responding to the fact that phone is ringing.
Right.
It seems like I would say the logical leap there would be you were in the right place.
Yeah.
They just all aren't here.
They aren't here. Yeah.
So there's a room.
Are you going to
Does
make us aware that the phone's ringing?
I'm going to say, in character. I say, you know what? Let's just try again tomorrow morning. Just sort of an oddly casual, hey, you know what, guys? It's been a long day already. Let's go get something to eat. We'll come back in the morning. I'm going to encourage us all to get out.
I could go for a good fish and chips.
Yeah.
And I'll
yeah.
hang up the phone.
Does that door have a placard outside of it?
It does not.
It does not.
No.
Is that unlike the rest of the hallway?
No. This hallway is mostly like the classic frosted glass door. Maybe some embellishments, but
Sure.
you can't see into it.
Right. Right.
other doors in the building have names painted on the outside or
Okay.
placards on the wall
Sure.
indicating what the office's purpose is. But this hallway seems to be blank, as
Okay.
though they just moved in. They haven't had time to do anything.
There's no marking on the door
Yeah.
where the phone's ringing, suggesting that that's the right place to
and
be.
there's nothing there like they clearly just scraped that off.
No,
Okay.
it's like I said, it's they either just moved in or haven't had time to label things properly.
Or it's a top secret branch and they don't want to label things.
Sure. I will turn around to the captain, shake his hand nicely, and say, "Any place you recommend for good fish and chips?"
Yeah, and he mentions,
Sure. We're not
the
going there.
the cat and mouse or whatever down the street.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Captain.
Sorry, I could not be of more help.
The furry beaver.
No, this isn't Canada.
No, oh, right, sure.
And legit, beavers are only a North American animal.
right. Okay, so the oily muskrat.
There you go.
Right.
I don't know that I want to eat in a place called the Oily Muskrat.
No, but he said it got really great fish and chips. I mean,
It's true. It's true.
So yeah,
They're all fried
he-
in muskrat oil.
Do I feel a stronger pull? Have I noticed the pull going up or down?
Loaded phrasing. There you
the
go.
phrasing.
Phrasing.
Pole?
The pull.
What pole?
Pull.
The vampire pull.
Oh,
P-U-L-L, not
pull.
P-O-L-E.
Pull. The
Yeah.
pull.
Do I feel a better pull?
Pull. The
Um,
liquid you pull.
So you want to like kind of tune into that
Yeah.
side of your
Yeah,
brain.
yeah.
Yeah, there is something going on that normally you would call it cold and forceful will or whatever that's coming from that direction is not focused on you, and the word I would use is rage is now what you feel. It's unfocused and raging.
Oh man, I had a question. Can I normally feel a general direction?
No.
Can I talk to it telepathically? I'm gonna try. You know what? I'm gonna push myself at it mentally
Okay.
to try and contact it. Just like a big old hello.
Give me a hard intelligence.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, that was close to extreme. No, you know what? I will spend my 3 points in luck to get an extreme.
Oh, okay.
That's worth it.
Let's find out.
So, let me.
Johnny's like, this is interesting. Hold on.
Well, I mean, I might as well use the new rules I've been given.
Sure.
So I apologize for the delay. What I'll say is Levon,
Yes.
you were in the elevator.
Yeah.
You saw the look on his face when he went into his blood frenzy, for lack of a better term. Not unlike how in the television series Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel, a vampire would, when they reveal themselves, kind of gets that weird, predatory.
Yeah.
You see him. You see Kauri go there for a split second. His face flushes. His eyes weirdly glaze over, and a blood vessel in the side, the corner of your eye, bursts. And
In my
there's
good eye or bad eye?
your good eye.
Okay.
No, your bad eye, because you still have it. It's just
It's just white.
yeah. So
now it's
now
pink.
it's got a pink stain in the corner, and you sort of stumble.
Okay.
But you got a brief flash of insight into that mind, and it is raging. It is powerful, and it's killing people.
Oh, it's active.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's reveling in the ability to drink blood again and is killing people.
Are they British?
Well, it was in British custody.
Yeah, but if like they just dropped it in Berlin and it's just murdering people there, I'm less likely to be concerned.
You would say, given you're experimenting with proximity,
Yeah.
you're going to say it's close by and loose is the impression you're getting.
The blood is flavored with tea, not waffles.
Sure, yeah.
Waffles.
He said drop it in Belgium.
Oh, okay.
No, I said
Berlin.
Berlin.
Wow.
It's flavored by
Yeah.
tea, not
Beer?
not Schnitzel beer. Good to both answers.
Yeah.
Schnitzel and beer.
As I stumble, I will grab hold of whoever is near me.
Everybody's gathered around.
So,
So,
whoever's right there. I assume we did this.
I'll take-
We
I'll-
did
I'll
this
grab
as we
you.
were walking out. Like I'm not
Well,
going to just stand there in
you-
front of Captain Cook. And be like,
Captain Clark has moved off with the guards have returned to their post. You're back out in the hallway, not near the secretary.
Sure. The vampire is awake and is killing. I can feel it, and it's close, so it means it's killing British people. Hopefully soldiers. They're covering this up. That's what's got that has to be going on.
Okay, so we're going hunting then?
I don't know if that's a good idea. Coppin said stay away,
Yes.
but also said that if it dies, I could be released.
Yes.
That might be why. We can't get a hold of Weld.
Is Weld the vampire?
Maybe.
Is the general the vampire?
Could be either or both right now,
And
Or they're out looking for it.
or
And-
combating it or trying to slow it.
and does the object in customs have anything to do with this?
Wow, thanks for bringing up more questions that I hadn't considered that could make this even worse.
Yeah.
Is there any chance you can actively track it in real time, or
Can I roll track?
You can.
Will it help?
That is,
34?
I'm going to lose 3 more points and
Make it
Wow.
success?
make it a hard
Man.
He is determined.
and make it a
Burning
hard
through it.
success.
Okay.
It's not just a
Okay.
success, it's a hard success. Hey, look, I had 75. I can lose 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can give up 10% of my luck just in the last 5 minutes. It's fine. It's totally fine. 8%, 9%.
Do you want more vampires? Because that's how we get more vampires.
Right.
Okay. You are pretty sure that you can use your connection to track its location. But it would help if somebody could confirm the direction. You've got it. Okay. So imagine it's a video game. You've got a map,
Sure.
your city map with a compass on it.
Sure.
Say this is a pretty central location where you're at. You've got sort of a flashing red indicator taking up the top third,
Sure.
left third. Go
Yeah.
go west, northwest of here,
Sure.
and you'll be fine.
Somewhere up there.
Yeah, somewhere up there. So right now it's that's the best you got.
But it's definitely in the city, like the city proper,
You get that impression.
and it's getting ready to go dark.
Well, it's midday now. You got a couple hours.
We got a couple hours. Otherwise, it can move wherever it wants, however it wants.
If it can escape wherever it's contained, yes.
I will convey that to the
They,
group.
they just have it in like a vat and feeding it bodies to see what happens.
That would be a lot easier to dispose of. Putting that out there.
Well, you
Would
said
you
it
have-
was. I thought you said it was free and killing people. That's what I thought.
It's
That's the
awake.
impression he got.
Okay.
Whether he said that.
It's awake and killing people.
Yeah.
I would have.
Yeah, sure.
Because to me, I don't know that free free as in not chained down
Sure.
anymore is what I was imagining.
So I have a question real quick for the two veterans of the group who encountered this creature to begin with. Would you have described to Wing Commander Llewellyn the way in which your old commanding officer was being fed to the vampire?
Yes.
Okay. So Rob, do you remember it all?
No.
Okay. So basically, when they found it, it looked like a desiccated corpse, and their old commanding officer had been strung up above it, like put on a gurney above it, and made to slowly bleed into a tube, into a funnel,
Yeah.
into a tube,
Into a bedpan.
and and the hose was dripping like one drop of blood every few minutes.
Yeah.
And then the vampire was buried up to its chest in dirt, and then strapped down to an apparatus in a T pose, a classic crucifixion pose. At which point, Kauri decided to, I forget whether they removed their commanding officer or not first or not, took his Tommy gun to its head at point blank range and pulped it, a la Inglourious Bastards, and he was splashed with the blood. That's what happened, just to recap the scenario. You would imagine that since they were able to contain it, that the Germans were able to contain it in that way, the British probably copied that setup in some way.
Yeah.
And then something has gone wrong. I will also remind everyone that you are standing outside the office where you called Courtney Weld, and you want to know where Weld is, or where the facility that the vampire is being held in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
cool.
there's a Section M office right there. It is a locked door in a military building, so I'm not telling you, but you could break in and possibly learn more. It's up to you. Just putting that out.
I don't know it's there yet.
Right. So
Yeah. No.
So he's told you he thinks he knows where it is. What do you guys want to do?
Well, at this point, Reese is more concerned with the British citizens who might be dying because of the vampire on the loose
Okay.
than finding Mr. Weld.
But it's also considerable to expect they'd be in the same
Yeah.
general location.
Yeah. Weld might be hunting him or...
Back to the object in customs. Do you think that that's going to be a quick walk in, flash your rank, walk out?
No. I would actually need Weld's help with that.
Okay.
I'd need the backing of a...
It would certainly be easier.
Yeah.
There is the answer was maybe, and then with his backing,
Definitely.
probably.
Okay.
But I also
But
don't
then,
want to...
involve more people and more things.
Well, I also don't want to, in character, jump to the conclusion that these artifacts might be behind something.
Sure.
Might be completely unrelated.
Might be.
Well,
The vampire was in Germany. These artifacts are from the Middle East.
yeah, like I said, I don't want to, in
Yeah.
character, there's no reason for me to think that they're...
Sure.
I'm willing to run with you if you guys want to go that way, but
Yeah.
it wasn't what.
So I guess priority is track down the vamp.
And at this point, I'm just okay paying for the
Oh, yeah.
artifact.
Okay.
Like I said, it'll make buying anything else out of pocket
Yeah.
difficult.
Yeah.
So, what's the plan?
I think we're still. Are you going to let us know that you heard the phone? Because until that.
Oh,
point,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
you
yeah.
interrupted. I'm sorry, you
Yeah.
interrupted that. Yeah. So
Yeah. Well, so are we out of the building now?
No.
I was saying you're in an empty hallway. You can talk quietly.
No, I think we need to get out of the building. I want to get out of the building because I don't know what listening devices they have around us. Right now we're seeing that that they're hiding something from us. That things have not gone to plan. We're not going to that pub that
Right.
the captain recommended.
Oily muskrat, right?
Yeah, the oily muskrat. We're not going to the oily muskrat, and I don't think we should be talking about anything particularly sensitive to our mission or missions in this building right now. because we don't know who's surrounding us. I mean, there might be cultists behind every one of these doors.
Okay. So we go ahead and walk on out.
Yeah, I'm starving, guys. Let's go get some food.
Okay. So we head to the other pub place to get fish and chips.
Right.
Like near the one you ate at last night or drank at last night?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I might push us towards a Air Force, one that the Air Force people frequent, because I had plans with that.
I was thinking just random chip shop or falafel shop or whatever.
Well, we'll do that, and then we'll go to the bar afterwards.
I'm really hungry right now. That's out of character. I want some falafel so bad.
So we'll go.
Okay, so you guys just find a random shop that seems far enough away that it's not under military surveillance.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Because the place across the street probably under military surveillance.
Or full of military people.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
right. As we are making our way, I let everybody know that phone was ringing off the hook in there.
Yeah.
We were in the right place.
I'm sorry. We were across the hall from
The right place.
Jack. Why didn't you say something up there?
Because they're clearly hiding something from us. They're trying to send us on a wild goose chase. They were trying to keep us there for some reason.
Actually, they suggested we leave multiple times to go get lunch. I think they wanted us out of the building. How hard is it going to be for us to get past security and get back in, John?
I mean, it's mostly a public building.
Okay. So, I mean,
You
we can
just
walk
need to
right
have
now.
a reason to go in.
Well, we could also say that we went and had lunch, and we've decided
coming
to
back.
come back and wait.
But, I mean, regardless, the fact that we've left it all, they could decide to double their security and create a new reason why we can't go back.
Well, we won't know that until we go.
Well, but that's why we also left nicely.
Yeah.
Levon, you think you could sweet talk that secretary and not paying attention?
I think I can give that a shot.
You're like, oh, you mean I get to do my entire job?
I thought he was the demolitions guy.
Radio.
Radio. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm the demolitions
Oh,
guy.
all right.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I thought I was the demolitions guy.
Radio and espionage.
Espionage. He's really good at the espionage.
I'm real good espionage person.
All right. So, you guys go give it like half an hour to eat lunch.
Oh, I'm going to eat lunch.
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason to go in there like,
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you need to give a
Right.
Yeah, if we spin right around, it's gonna
yeah.
be more
besides, once I
suspect.
shoot somebody, I'm going to get hungry.
We'll get it to go and eat it in the office.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll have the fish and chips. He'll have the
So
the
we're in
blood
dress
sausage.
raw the raw meat.
We're in dress uniform. I assume that means hand, sidearm. That's it.
I mean you would
I
walk
probably
around the
have a
street
knife
with
as well,
your
but-
yeah.
Like, that's me.
Are you in dress uniform?
Yeah, we would all be in dress
Okay.
uniform. I would assume we're going to
Yeah.
a fancy meeting in a fancy building.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Well,
Well, at the very
Reese-
least, we'd be in uniform.
Yeah.
Yeah. If not our dress.
but we're not
blues.
carrying rifles and
Versus
Tommy guns.
versus fatigues.
Right.
Yeah. But we're not carrying rifles and Tommy guns. Is
No.
really what it comes down to. Okay.
Pretty sure you wouldn't be welcome walking the streets.
Yeah.
I was just confirming because Reese, kind of the better part of his existence, wears the dress uniform.
Right. No, this would make sense for us to come into London in nice clothes or nicer dress, except for Levon. He's in his half
You
open
have a suit?
shirt.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it's also still a half open shirt. He's
Oh.
Italian.
Yeah,
Got to show off
right.
the
It's-
man fur.
Right.
Full linen.
He's got maybe a little scarf around his neck or
yeah.
something.
I have a scarf around my neck.
You
Do
have
you
a
have an
scarf?
ascot
That's
on?
not even that happens.
You have a scarf.
Do you have an ascot?
Yeah.
scarf. I'm going
Scarf.
to no.
Yeah, scarf.
Well, hang on.
A little more flouncy. Little yeah.
I mean, you could do
no,
both.
yeah. I've got like a
It is June and
Is
I don't know why we're
London.
going so in depth into this. I don't have a scarf. I've got like not an ascot, but I've got a
Cravat?
what
No,
Fred
it's
wears
still
from
up here.
Scooby Doo, where he's got
That's
like
an
tied off to the
ascot.
side.
Yeah,
Is
no,
it-
Yeah.
that's
is
a
that-
scarf.
That's an ascot.
That's an ascot. I've
It's,
worn an ascot.
I have a piece of fabric around my neck tied off to the side.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
If you wear it outside the shirt, it's an ascot. If you wear it inside the shirt, it's a cravat.
it is outside the shirt. It's not tucked into anything.
I've worn an ascot. Thanks, John.
It look.
Your wedding.
It's
yeah.
something that if I were to wear a beret, it would look fine.
Yeah.
You'd look French.
Yeah.
If you put the beret on, it gets confusing. We're not sure if you're
Right.
Italian
So
anymore.
it's just
yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
That's
so
what the
yeah,
ladies like,
We'll
so.
we'll eat and go back over.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
So you let like half an hour,
Yeah.
45 minutes
Yeah.
pass. Okay. So yeah, when you go back to the building, things are more or less the same as when you left.
Yeah.
But the front desk, they do ask for your reason for visiting and at the sign-in thing.
Well, we grabbed lunch and we're coming back.
You said we were welcome to wait for.
Yeah.
Mr.
Okay.
Well, I've
Then-
talked to the general, but we still have got to talk to Courtney, and hopefully he'll come out of a meeting.
Okay. So they just note down,
Sure.
same reason, waiting,
Yeah.
and
Same reason, not getting told anything. Ha ha ha, Chuck.
this is just the front desk. It's not like
They're all in on it.
they're all
of
in
them.
on it. Yeah.
The main
It's a giant conspiracy theory. Yes.
The main secretary is the head cultist.
Yeah. It's all the secretaries. You know
Yeah.
it is.
They're their own cult. I don't know who they're dedicated to, but
It's Nyarlathotep's pretty solid.
yeah,
Got a communication.
yeah. So so you guys are walked back to the same hallway and sat down on the bench or whatever. He doesn't force you, but then
Kicks us in the
once
back
you're
of
all
the knee.
once you're all in the area, he returns to his post at the front.
Can anyone pick locks?
Yeah,
I
sure
was
can.
just thinking that.
And here's how we do it. I'm going to take the knife. I'm going to jam it into the door, and I'm going to hit it really hard and open it. Pops. The
No,
door.
we need to be quiet though.
Do we?
Well, if we don't want to bring the entire British military down on us.
Can I
Or at least
use
the one that's
close
in the
combat to
hallway.
pop the lock?
Not quietly.
Not quietly, no.
What
You're
would,
not helping.
What would lock picking be?
Could-
Sleight of hand?
Locksmith.
Locksmith?
I'm going to persuade the hell out of that lock.
Yeah, persuade it.
I say, didn't you guys all
baby,
have
I
a
got a
pool
key
of
for you.
points?
Yeah, I put mine in spot hidden.
Oh, right.
I didn't think I'd have to pick any locks.
So, yeah, I increased my dexterity because it was bad.
Can I sabotage it?
Fieldcraft?
Now, let's face it, a lock is really nothing but a puzzle, so cryptography.
It's a
You know what? No,
it's
no,
a
no, no.
puzzle,
What do
not
you
a code.
It's first things first. Levon, go sweet talk the secretary. Is it she
Yeah.
just the only secretary right here?
I mean, there are people around, but she's the one that would be the most likely to.
Go sweet talk the secretary. Get her to leave her desk.
Okay.
Because if there's
Que
a secondary
bella, come
key,
se va?
if there's a secondary key, it's going to be in her desk.
Okay.
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 Um,
I'm just trying to think what I mean, I have a very high persuade, so I might be able to do something there. My charm's not great, but my persuade's pretty good.
invite her to go get a cup of coffee.
Yes.
pray
We are in England, sir. That is a cup of tea.
Well,
They
he's
drink
Italian.
both, but
Cappuccino.
Espresso? Oh, I
Something to
guess
drink.
espresso.
I'm going to say, hey.
Biscotti.
I'm gonna,
you want to ask if there's a place to get a cup of coffee, and then offer to.
yes,
Yeah.
that is exactly what I'd like to do.
Okay.
You can tell Cullen's picked up a lot of ladies. I don't know how to do this, but just
Well, not in World War II.
You're pretty. I buy you coffee. You go out with me. Ah.
I also hate.
don't-
I don't know what she looks like. I don't know what she's into.
I mean,
I don't know.
you're asking a guy who's wearing a Luigi hat and a flash ring.
That is his wedding ring, sir.
That's right.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
On your first finger?
Yeah, I lost too much weight. It won't stay on.
Oh, maybe you should try being a fatty.
Yeah.
I already tried that. I didn't care for it, so I lost the weight.
Eat more cookies. Jeez.
Anyway, so yeah, you can give me
I
your
love it.
persuade roll.
All right.
To convince her that you're a swarthy Italian gentleman.
And I missed.
Oh,
my God.
swarthy was not the word you wanted to go for.
No.
there.
Did you miss a
not the-
lot?
I whistle a lot. How about if I? Oh, crap. How about if I charm her? That's even worse.
You can also push the roll, but something bad happens if you fail again. What's your persuade?
59.
I'm not telling you to do it or not. I'm just saying it's a possibility.
Well, it's either that or I do charm, and that's even lower.
I mean, if you push it, then she gives you a no means no and smacks you.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Or the military police show up and cart him off to jail.
I'm gonna push it, which is not a great thing to do with a woman, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
It's 1940s. It's fine.
And it did even worse. Good. Very good.
Yeah, that's you. And actually, that's usually the way it goes. That's usually the way it goes. You, if you get initially rejected and you push it, it usually goes worse.
I'm going to say to her, look, I got laid last night. I don't know why it's not working.
Oh, you don't have the desperation.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she rebuffs your advances.
I was hoping to get his advances buffed, but
Yeah, rebuffing. No, not so much.
yeah, not so much.
Picks up the phone, dials, basically dials 0, and says into the
Receiver.
that's the word. Man, my brain. And asks if Jesus Christ, lowest rank?
Lieutenant?
No,
Private.
If Private Macy and Private Buchanan can be sent back to the office. And then she says thank you and hangs up the phone. And a few seconds later, you guys out in the hallway see 2 large, very large, burly military police guys kind of stomping down the hallway in your general direction.
Okay.
This is going well.
Let me handle this when it happens, please. I can probably keep you out of jail.
Go for it.
I mean, yeah, okay. Go ahead.
All right. I'm going to wait till they...
Okay. So Levon, what do you do after she hangs up?
Say like, hey, I misread the signs here. I'm super sorry about anything. I didn't mean to make it weird. I'll make my way out in the hallway. It's just, I'm sorry.
Mi scusi.
That's what I do. I don't know if that's a roll or whatever,
No,
but that's what I say.
That's fine.
Reese, are you moving over there with following the
Oh,
MPs?
when the...
Well, they would be approaching you. So
Why are they
it's
approaching us? I
not-
didn't do nothing.
You're in the hallway.
You're okay. So
I'm waiting for them to get past
all
us. I
right.
guess.
So you're there.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
assuming he's going to come back.
You
to
guys are over
us.
there. The secretary's here with Levon, and the MPs are coming from
Yeah.
this way.
I'm assuming as he's apologizing, he's heading back towards us.
Like hands
Yes.
up in the air, backing up.
Well, I'm not going to back up. Yeah,
Excuse
but yeah, I was like, all right, I'll just, hands up, just backing away. Like, all right, fair enough.
Wing commander, when the MPs get here, go up there with him and make the distraction that way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's still a distraction. We still win.
Yep.
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah.
Except 2 armed dudes are here now. But that's cool. Whatever.
All right.
Nothing could possibly go wrong.
So
You can call her over and get away from the desk. I don't know.
No, they're going to try to pick the lock. We're going to make a
I'm
distraction.
just gonna check the door first.
Yeah.
Who knows if it's even locked?
you haven't tried yet.
You're right. I mean, there's no harm.
Yeah, check that. Yeah.
And then I'll use my vampire streak to just rip it open.
Quietly.
Quietly, yes. All right.
I am the
So so those guys come down and they approach, or they look in. One of them looks in the office with the secretary, while the other one keeps an eye on you. And she points at Levon and kind of like makes a get him out of here thing motion. And then they turn and they're like, "Sir, may we ask you to come with us?"
What rank are they?
Privates.
Privates.
They're just MP, lowest rank MP.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't really order around MPs too well because...
You can sure as hell try.
Yeah. I'm like, excuse me, can we talk for a moment?
Sir, or Commander,
Mr. Senior Fisk, would you join us? I believe there's been a bit of a misunderstanding. I'd just like to have a word about it.
okay,
I'll lead them sort of down the hall.
all right, back
Back to
the
the
way they
Yeah,
came. All right,
yeah. Basically, I want to get them around the corner so they can...
sure.
What about the secretary?
can the secretary see them from...
If she were not doing her job,
Well, no, I just didn't know if
Oh.
you were trying to get her away from the desk or
No,
not.
no.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that ship has sailed.
Cool. Okay.
okay.
Um,
So
once they're down the hall,
yeah,
I'm just gonna check the handle.
sure. Give me a all right, are you gonna pour on the charm or?
I'm going to try to charm.
Give me the roll just to see how well you do.
Well, would this be a military doctrine roll because he is a superior officer?
I guess if you're pulling rank, military doctrine could work also, but if you're just being friendly,
I don't want to pull
your
rank.
call.
I don't want
That's
to pull rank on
your
the
call, either way.
MPs because that sets a bad precedent. and
Yeah.
they'll
Either
trust
way,
me less.
that I accept that either way.
I got a 57 out of 85.
You
So
do
it's a
realize that at
success.
some point we might have to cut these people open and drink their blood. So, I mean, just, that's also a possibility down the road.
So better to kill them now?
I'm open.
So I got a
Yeah.
normal
So
success.
So
I-
you want
yeah.
to diffuse the
Yeah,
situation. and
basically, English isn't his first language. They have a different culture where he's from, kind of playing up the.
Mamma mia, guys. Mamma mia.
It's a spicy meatball.
Oh, yeah,
mea
absolutely.
culpa, mea culpa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you definitely get the MPs off of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
The secretary is still nearby.
Yeah.
So she might still overhear what, if anything, above normal happens.
Well, we're gonna.
I
check
know how
the-
to do. I know what to do.
I'm gonna bring. I was about to bring you over there to apologize to.
Yeah,
her.
yeah. We get her. Like, you can come over here and then
Yeah,
or whatever, and get her
just
out of
have a
there.
word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you
So it
try
looks
the
like he's sitting
door, and it is locked.
So you and I are by the door while you guys are making a big show of you
Yeah.
sexist pig. Apologize.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Got
He's an enemy. He's trying his best. He did leave the fascist dictatorship. So can we?
Right.
All right. So you want to take him back in with the MPs and get him to apologize
Yeah. Yeah.
with the intention of distracting the secretary from anything that might be happening.
Mhm.
Great. Give me another charm roll to see if you can orchestrate all of those. And then Levon, can you give me an idea? Is idea still a thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
It would be
It's
under
part of intelligence.
No, yeah.
Okay. Levon, give me an idea roll just to see if you're catching
You
the
barely make
drift.
that.
No, I got a hard
Intelligence.
success.
Sorry, intelligence.
Intelligence.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
I have an 85 charm.
No.
So close to critical.
What did you?
I was 93 over 65.
And what was your charm roll?
I got a hard success.
Okay. It takes you. It takes you a minute to understand. So, yeah, I guess what Levon. The problem is Levon doesn't get the idea that you're trying to cause a distraction, but he's willing to go along with the apology thing, right?
Yes.
Not to put words in your mouth.
No. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
So they seem reasonably distracted at the moment, Jack and Kauri, if you want to try something. I'm just putting it out there. If you want to let it go.
I don't know that I have anything quiet that I can do that I will succeed at.
Is she the secretary? Is she still at her desk?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you guys are crowding around, like blocking her view of the hallway with
Yeah,
the
but-
four bodies that you are.
But I think you were saying they can't really break the lock quiet
Without being
enough.
quiet. Yeah.
Well, again, if they, you know,
if he uses his vampire strength, he could crush the lock with his hand.
The
I
hard-
mean, would Fieldcraft come into play here at all?
I mean,
The best I got is, can I jury rig the door open?
it's possible, yes.
No, I mean with the skilled jury rig.
Yeah.
Jury rig. I don't, would that work for that? I mean, maybe I should.
Look, and I'm stretching. I don't need you to help me not stretch.
I think.
Well, that's
yes.
why I was going for Fieldcraft.
I think exactly jerry rig. That's the one. That makes the most sense to me.
If you're going to say if
I-
fieldcraft is good, I will fieldcraft all day long. But I think jury rig is probably close.
I mean, I would say harder fieldcraft than jury rig.
Ironically, hard for fieldcraft success is still better than my jury rig.
Is it really?
yeah.
Jury rig's at 25. My hard fieldcraft is
I mean,
46.
yeah, I guess I kind of do think jury rig makes the most sense.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, locksmith makes the most sense.
Locksmith
but
is
I have
the
a-
skill.
I have a 1.
Yeah.
Right.
Jury. What's your jury rig?
25.
Okay. I'm not gonna make that harder because
So when that doesn't work,
So close. You could spend 40 luck points.
that's a lot of luck. I thought about that.
Oh, come
for
on.
half
You
a
could spend 40. Just 40. It's only 40.
Oh,
Can I
shoot,
make
you
an,
wanna make
can I
it-
make an
make
She
it
attempt?
marked
attempt?
the 70 in luck a 40 as well.
Yeah, I fail. I fail.
So you scratch up the lock pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be obvious that
Somebody tried to.
somebody tried. You could push your lock or push it and try again.
And that way the military police come.
Oh, they're already here.
They're already here.
Yeah, so then they'll just turn around and immediately arrest you.
And then we'll distract them, and then you distract them again, and we just keep bouncing them back and forth like a tennis ball.
Just open the door with a grenade.
I don't have grenades.
You always have good.
You don't have a dress grenade with a little bow tie on it?
No, I do not. Is there anywhere way else in this room besides this door? Like looking at it, the situation,
I forget the name of the thing above the door.
the little
Transfer
vent window.
Yeah,
But it's not big enough for me to fit through.
probably not. What's your size?
50.
So that was
That's
so
average.
You were like, holy
I was
shit, you
like-
got huge.
yeah,
10.
that's
It's a 10.
It's a 10. So that is average. It would be difficult. Is anybody less than
I
50?
think Jack's a big boy.
For
I'm,
size?
For
I'm
size.
size.
Oh, yeah, I'm 65.
I'm a 60. I'm only a little bigger than average. Not
So
enormous.
yeah, it would be also it's up by the ceiling and
Jack, boost me up.
Okay. What do I need to roll for that?
I don't think you need to roll for that. I think it'll be a,
Do you
a
want me to
stealth roll.
Do you want me to? Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Do it quietly.
I was gonna say, do you want me to roll Dex to see if I can, jimming my way in there? Once I'm up,
Because why didn't the slimmer guy try to go in through?
I am the slimmer guy
You are? Okay.
Of
okay,
the
okay.
two, he is.
Oh, okay, okay,
by-
okay.
of the
In
group.
character. In
Yes.
character.
Yes. No one's arguing that.
I don't know. Your
Dex
beard's
or
kind of
stealth?
puffy.
No, you want it to be quiet. So it
I'm
needs
saying
to be
he
s-
rolls stealth. I roll Dex to get in the. Either. You know what? Fine. I'm fine with stealth because that falls under fieldcraft, and my fieldcraft is better than my Dex.
Fine.
I have stealth and fieldcraft as two different.
Stealth is, but fieldcraft for military
this isn't in
characters
the field.
is all
Okay, got it.
the way the rules work.
Okay, so I'll roll.
Okay,
I'll
it's
double
fine.
check it.
I'll roll fieldcraft. Yeah.
Yeah, because my stealth is nothing because we don't use stealth.
That's true. You
That's the wrong
don't.
direction.
Although if that were my roll, I would have just lost.
Yeah, don't. That's not his roll. That's
That's
not his roll.
It's not my roll. It's not my roll. You didn't see it.
I
You
didn't see-
it.
I
You
didn't see
it.
nothing.
You didn't see anything. I'm just setting these dice down. That is not a roll.
Love you say we don't use stealth. 61.
Yeah.
Stealth. So.
Military characters don't get stealth as one of their things.
Yeah. You're not military. As we're going to keep reminding you.
Yeah, well,
Did you do
I don't blindly follow orders.
any special
I don't blindly fail.
training, Matt?
Me?
Yeah,
I did
Kauri?
commando training.
You did commando training? All right, I'll let it go.
Okay.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Figures now that I found it.
Oh,
I did commando also.
Okay.
I also did combat swimmer, but that doesn't really help.
That's a hard success. Yeah.
all right.
Do I need to roll it too?
No.
Okay.
No. You were just the support to
I'm
get
just-
him up.
I'm
You're
just a
the
ladder.
Yeah. So yeah, it.
He could just scream, I'm a ladder! I'm a ladder!
So it looks like Corey's struggling for a moment, but then you find the proper leverage and squirm your way in.
The proper Loveridge.
Yes.
You step squarely on my nose.
Yeah, you say that to yourself, and once you're in the office and mime putting on sunglasses.
This is how you get your testicle hurt.
And yeah, so he goes in. You hear him. You see him through his shadow through the window land, and then
Like a
you
cat.
yeah, and then the lock clicks open.
Like a cat that falls off something. And just boom, 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 boom. Just everywhere. Yeah, no, that's perfect.
So Loveridge is in the room.
And he's unlocked the door.
And
You know
he's
what?
Unlocked the door.
I'm going to call it. I know this is kind of a rough spot to pull it in, but we're already over.
Sure.
So, yeah, that will do us tonight for the Nerds Domain Presents Masks of Nyarlathotep. Talk to you guys next week. And that will do it for us tonight on the Nerds Domain Presents Masks of Nyarlathotep. Head on over to our website at nerdsdom.com where you can find all of our social media links as well as how to contact us. Be sure to sign up for the newsletter while you're there. If you want to support us, you can give us a 5-star rating on iTunes or head to our Patreon and become one of our patronuses. We want to thank Passion Early for our music. You can check out our show notes for all of these links as well.